Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Mitchell Family Reality Show TV radio show, and welcome to the Mitchell Family Reality Show TV on YouTube.com. We're glad everybody showed up tonight. How we doing? How we doing? I hope all is well with everybody. Good to see everybody. Please make sure you smash that like button if you have not. And also, ladies and gentlemen, please do so by hitting also that share button so we can get this on the road and get this going. It's good to see everybody here. I'm going to use yours real quick. Yeah. 1 second. I'm getting mine shared out. We want you to invite people in, ladies and gentlemen. Please share this out and put in the chat, said shared, after you share this out. Tonight, we're going to talk with you all and for you all to tell us your paranormal stories. This is part 3 on the Mitchell Family Reality Show TV radio show. And this is part 2, the paranormal stories, here on the Mitchell Family Reality Show TV on YouTube. 10 people watching, 8 likes. Come on, guys, hit that like button. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Well, our first caller could be Stony. Oh, no. A white 2-pack. You can call into this number on the, that I'm going to give you. We want to hear from you. I thought Stony said she had stories. White 2-pack. Anybody has? What is your paranormal stories? Well, this is for anybody. What is your paranormal stories, ladies and gentlemen? Please call into this number. Share it with us. This is the radio show's number. We would love to hear from you. I hope you feel better there, white 2-pack. So does anybody have any paranormal stories? If you do, hey, Molly, what's going on? Prayers for your daughter, Rebecca C. So we're looking for people to call into the radio show tonight. We're looking for people calling into the radio show tonight to share their paranormal stories. If you have a paranormal story, please feel free to call that number, and you'll be coming on the Mitchell Family Reality Show TV radio show. Are you feeling better, Molly? But when you call into that number, we hope you feel better, Molly. We really do. When you call into that number, you'll be coming on the Mitchell Family Reality Show TV radio show. For sure. We want to hear from you. This is not going to be a long show tonight, guys, so we want to hear from you. Hopefully we will. Hopefully somebody will call in and share their paranormal stories. About 24 minutes to the radio show goes into iPod recording. please call in and share your story. Okay, hurry back, Molly. This was requested by Julie. Julie did request this. 534. Nice. For this to be done. That's great. You're on a mountain. Maybe you ran 11 miles. Well, that's enough. You started the second half. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're first time here, if you just subscribed recently, we want to say thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being here. But please understand, you're not a subscriber, you're not a viewer, you're not a watcher, and you're not a subscription. You're family now. So welcome to the Mitchell Family Reality Show TV family. Welcome to our family. We're glad that you're here. So tonight, we're doing paranormal stories. If you have a paranormal story that you would love to share with us, please call that number. That is a radio that's a radio show, and we would love to hear from you. If you call in, we would love to hear from you all. We do have a radio station that we invite people on to share their paranormal stories. And we want to hear your all stories. Please. We're just waiting for you all to call in so we can get some very, very interesting stories. Paranormal stories we love to hear. Like I said, this was requested by Julie, and we would love to hear from you. Does anybody here in the chat have any paranormal stories? Anybody? If anybody has any paranormal stories, and you call into the radio station right now, I will do you a live EVP over the radio station right here. I will do you if you call in right now to the radio station right now, the radio show. I will personally do you a live EVP right here on the Mitchell Family Reality Show TV on YouTube.com and the Mitchell Family Reality Show TV on Blog Talk Radio. You cannot hear me. I'm not muted. Can anybody hear me? You've got to get a third phone. You got to keep that phone away from the dog. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got a caller. Caller 254, area code. How you doing? Thanks for calling the Mitchell Family Reality Show TV radio show. How we doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Do you have a paranormal story you want to share?
Yeah, I mean, it's nothing just really big. I just always thought it was kind of interesting. My mother-in-law told me a story of when my husband's older brother was in Boy Scouts, and he had to do like a project or something to earn some kind of badge, and so he went around the family land taking just photographs. And it was just a big open field. There was train tracks, probably, I don't know, 10 acres back or so, pretty big space. And when they developed the photos, there was a really old Victorian home. They said you could see the screen door, you could see like windows, the whole thing. You could make the entire thing out. And I didn't personally see the picture. They since lost it. It went with his project and it got, destroyed, I guess. But so anyway, I thought that was kind of a neat one.
That's awesome. That's really cool. Now, how long's that been?
Oh goodness, probably 25, 30 years ago. We're getting pretty old.
Yeah, that's pretty cool there. That's an interesting story. I mean, if that house came up in that picture, there, that was amazing. That is paranormal for sure.
Well, and several years later, when my husband and I married, we put a mobile home in kind of like where the photo would have been taken from, not of what the picture was, but where he was standing. And when my daughter was, I bet she wasn't 2, maybe 3 months old, my husband and I were laying in bed, and we had the little baby monitor thing on, and all of a sudden we heard, "Hi there." And we both kind of stood up and looked at each other because, she was the only one in that end of the house. It was just the three of us. There were no dolls or anything. And, so that kind of weirded us out. So other than that, it was all good. But those two deals are kind of neato.
No, I'm telling you, that's amazing. I'm all into that paranormal stuff,
It's pretty cool.
Very interesting. Very interesting. Very nice, good story. Do you have any other stories you want to share with us?
Oh, not that I know of. Not that I can think of right off the top of my head. That's about all I got for you.
Is this the first time you've tuned in to the Mitchell Family Reality Show TV radio show?
It is, and in fact, I had just put in the chat that I was a first-timer, so first time testing y'all at all. So
well, I don't know if you heard what I said at the beginning. For the first-timers that have recently subscribed to us on YouTube, it's not a subscriber, it's not a viewer, not a watcher, not a subscription. They're family. So we want to welcome you to the Mitchell Family Reality Show TV's family. Welcome to our family.
Well, thank you. I can't wait to kind of binge watch y'all and see what's going on.
We do a lot of things. We do reality shows, paranormal stuff, food reviews, cooking shows, pranks, challenges, talk shows, a lot of things.
Well, good deal. Good deal. Yeah, while I was on hold, I heard it say something about an EVP reading. I've always thought those were so awesome.
Yes. You want to do an EVP thing? Let me get something.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Oh, dude.
Are you in the chat right now?
What?
Are you still in the chat?
No, I'm on my phone.
Okay. What I'm going to do, you give me who you want to reach out to, because reason why I say, because I'm on my phone, and I don't know if you'll be able to hear it or not, but I want you to be able to hear who you want me to communicate with.
Okay.
Who do you want me
so do I tell you who it is?
Yeah, who do you want me to communicate? Who do you want me to reach out to for you?
My grandfather, my mom's dad.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me get everything set up.
Okay.
I do a lot of live EVP sessions on our YouTube channel.
Oh, that is so awesome.
Bear with me 1 second.
I used to be very close-minded to all of this kind of stuff, so I've really become more open to, even checking this kind of thing out. I was always kind of scared of the paranormal stuff, and I've really opened up to it. I think it's a really fascinating whole
connect, right? I'm waiting for it to connect. Bear with me 1 second. So, but yeah, we're glad that you're here with us. We really appreciate you being here.
Oh, well, thank you. I'm just really excited you answered.
We are pairing. I actually have a speaker here that you actually should be able to hear from. As soon as it starts pairing up. Yes, ma'am. Is it? Guys, we're going to do a live EVP session here. Bear with me 1 second. I'm just trying to get it to pair up. All right. So, what is your grandfather's name? JD. Okay. Hold on one second. I'm just trying to get this thing to pair up. I have a speaker that I go through, and when it's shut down, I have to go through all.
Okay.
Come on. I may have to personally just go through the phone, but you won't be able to hear the communication unless you're on the chat.
Okay, well, do I need to hang up and just watch it through the chat? Because I absolutely don't mind.
Yes, if you don't care.
Yeah.
Type me what your first name is.
I'll be typing stuff in.
Okay. Type me your first name, and then type me your grandfather's name.
Okay, I certainly will. I will do that in like 2 seconds.
All right. Thank you for calling to the Mitchell Family Reality Show TV radio show.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you talking with me.
Oh, you're very welcome.
You have a good night.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Caller 770. This is the Mitchell Family Reality Show TV radio show. How are we doing tonight? You get a paranormal story?
What's up? This is Candy Rain.
Hey, Candy.
What's up?
What's going on? Not much. How you doing?
Huh?
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Well, I was going to call and just tell you, I guess my earliest recollection with a spirit when I was a child, we lived in this house, or we rented a house, that there was a well in the basement that had a door going to it. And it was always locked. The only person that had the key was the landlord. And I had this is a long time, and I had this talking Mickey Mouse doll, you know, that kind of went after like the Tate thing.
Mm-hmm.
Safe in the back, and I thought, well, that was like my favorite toy. And then we were getting ready to move, and my mom was wanting to pack it, and then I went through all the things again and couldn't find it. She asked me, where did this doll go? I said, well, the little boy wanted it, so I gave it to him. And she's like, what little boy? You can't just give your toy away. I was like, the little boy in the basement, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then the next thing you know, that door to that is unlocked, and they were able to go into the well room. But they weren't able to find, you know, the little boy again after that. So that was like my very first recollection.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That's awesome. So, Candy, let's talk about you a little bit.
All right, what do you want to know?
Let's talk about you and your gift, about you not able to go out in the community that well because of your gift.
Oh, it's really hard. I have enough time dealing with my own emotions, and then when I go into an area where there's more than like, I guess, 6 people around me, it's like I'm feeling the air being sucked out of the room, and like I'm feeling all these different feelings that I know are not belonging to myself, and it's almost kind of like invasive to my personal space. So that has kind of caused more of a social anxiety, and then I make it worse by staying in the house.
It makes it hard for you in the community.
I've inherited a lot of my grandmother's teachings. I've got, she wrote how to read tarot with a regular deck of cards.
Mm-hmm.
There's just a bunch of stuff.
So how long have you had this gift?
Oh, as long as I can remember.
Okay.
It just becomes more overwhelming now that I'm older, and like, I guess, well, I'm not working, so I have less distraction.
Right. Yeah, because what you said about not working, going out in the community and feeling everybody's, what everybody's going, what you see, what you feel.
Yeah, and I've already dealt with, like, my own body dysfunctions, like, not just anxiety, but such compulsive disorders and stuff. So on top of that, just have something added. This is kind of like nails.
Mm-hmm. Have you thought about maybe figuring out how to handle that gift?
Oh, I just try to be on the internet because I am, fairly a social person, and I get kind of offended when people say that the internet is not real and they think it's like some fantasy world. And I'm thinking, well, this is the future. This is what our parents and their parents have dreamt about. These people that can't get out in the world and can't meet people, and this has opened up a whole new window of opportunities for you can travel by Google Maps and see places you're able to see. People can't even walk or meet people that you would connect with in your life and all over the world.
Right.
That's, I'm real, you're real, we have real emotions. We have a screen between us, but we're still human.
True. We're as real as can be, we got blood that flows just like they do.
Yeah. But I think some people aren't the disconnect. Well, everybody's so worried about having to adult, they're forgetting how to human.
Mm-hmm. So, anyways, you have any other paranormal stories you want to share? You're welcome to share anything you want.
Maybe just that for right now, and I'll let you get back to your EVP.
I'm trying to get my speaker to work so you can be heard on the radio too,
Oh, yeah.
So.
I love that.
So anyways, thanks for calling, Candy, the Mitchell Family Reality Show TV radio show. It's good to have you.
Thanks for having me.
You're very, take care.
Bye.
I can't get my speaker to work. I want to do this live here on the radio show and here. And let's see. Good night, Molly. Hope you feel better. My crazy kids, what is good? It's been a minute. All right. All right. Hold on 1 second. Trying to get this thing to pair up. For some reason, it's not wanting to find it. If I shut my phone down and shuts the radio station down, I'll have like 10 seconds to call back in, and it takes about 5 minutes to get a freaking phone to come back up. All right, let's get this thing rolling. Oh, my goodness. Really? I know you can find it. Hold on, ladies. I'm going to have to do this. Hopefully, I don't lose the radio show. So bear with me 1 quick second. I got to call right back in. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. I got 4 minutes before it cuts off. All right. Let's get this rolling. Come on. How you pronounce your name? Is it Jade? 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 I'm trying to pronounce it right. Jade. And those Jadee. All right, come on. Come on. Really? All right, there we go. Really? Okay. Hold on 1 second. Going back into the radio station.
Welcome to Blog Talk Radio. Please enter your host. To start your show now, press 1. Since it appears you're calling back into a live show, we are reconnecting you now.
Thank you. All right, let's get this thing rolling. All right, we're pairing up now. All right, so we'll make sure this thing stays on speaker. And this goes like I want it. All right, so let's come back to the chat. We're going to do a live EVP for JD, I think it is. If I chop your name, I do apologize. Buffering.
90 seconds.
May not work. I'll go back here. Yeah. Hold on. All right, hold on 1 second, guys. Yeah, I hear you. JD, your granddaughter would like to try to communicate with you. Are you there? Jade would like to contact you. I didn't even have to say it. It didn't say it herself. Jade. Who heard that? Jade. Jade. I guess how you say your name, Jade. With a silent E. JD, your granddaughter would like to communicate with you.
Yeah.
Is JD here? Eve. Hey, old crow. JD, do you have a message for your granddaughter? I'm looking for JD. Do you have a message for your granddaughter? What is your grandfather's last name? What is JD's last name? Is she still here, guys? What is your grandfather's last name? What is your grandfather's last name? JD. Dayport. JD Dayport. Are you? Your granddaughter's trying to communicate with you. Is that you, JD Dayport? Davenport? Mr. Davenport, your granddaughter's trying to communicate with you. JD's trying to communicate with you. Mr. Davenport. Mr. Davenport. Mr. Davenport, are you here? Welcome, makeup. Mr. Davenport. JD Davenport. Are you here? Do you have a message for your granddaughter? Mr. Davenport, was you murdered? Or was you murdered? Or did you kill yourself? Oh my God. I heard murdered. Who murdered you, Mr. Davenport? Do you know who murdered you? Mr. Davenport, JD Davenport, who murdered you? Get out of here. It said, get out of here. Who murdered you? I didn't get to make that out. Anybody? Lopez Life blog. What is good, fam? It's good to see you, family. Missed you. Who murdered you, JD Davenport? Tell us one more time who murdered you so we can know. Who killed you, Mr. Davenport? JD Davenport, are you still there? JD Davenport, who did you say killed you? Your granddaughter wants to know. It does matter. She wants to know who killed you. Your granddaughter wants to know who killed you. I heard sheriff. I heard sheriff. He said sheriff. Did anybody else hear that? Did anybody else hear the word sheriff? I heard he say sheriff. What did it sound like to me? Did anybody else hear it? Minimal, what is your first name? And what's your mama's name? Why did the sheriff kill you, Mr. Davenport? What's your, okay, give me your grandmother's first and last name, ma'am. Carol, your son Nick heard your voice. I did earlier. What'd you do earlier? Oh, you heard that too. Mr. Davenport, was it your new wife or the sheriff that killed you? Was it your new wife or was it the sheriff that killed you? What's going on, blogger? Mr. Davenport. Did your new wife kill you? Might be. Did I just hear that right? It said might be. Yes, I am right. He answered me. I said, did I hear that right? Might be, because yes, you are. Okay, what's going on? So your new wife killed you? Did your new wife kill you? Let's run. Mr. Davenport, do you have anything else you want to tell your granddaughter? Mr. Davenport, do you have anything else you want to tell your granddaughter? Tell her what? I heard tell her, and that was it. Tell her what? What do you want me to tell her? I remember that, blogger. Hey, you all heard that? He said, tell her I love her. Mr. Davenport, did your new wife shoot you in the back or the head?
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
In the neck. In the neck. That came out plain as day. In the neck. Yes. That was plain as day. Who knows about this shooting, Mr. Davenport? O'Brien. Who is O'Brien? Who is O'Brien? I will, Tony. I will. You know I will. Welcome to the Mitchell Family Reality Show TV. I heard let's see. I'm named after him. Who is O'Brien? Jading. Who is O'Brien? Nick O'Brien. Who is Nick O'Brien? Who was Nick O'Brien, Mr. Davenport? See, they can write a report and say shot in the head, not really shot in the head, but it could be really shot in the neck. Who is Nick O'Brien, Mr. Davenport? Please let us know. You're Nick O'Brien? All right, hold on a minute. He said O'Brien. Okay, but he said Nick O'Brien. He said O'Brien. Mr. Davenport, who knows about this shooting? Mr. Davenport, are you still there? Was there more than one person in the house when the shooting happened? Yeah, I think so. I heard that. Yeah, I think so. Mr. Davenport, we appreciate you communicating with us. Carol, Nick O'Brien is here, wants to speak to you. Would you like to speak to your son, Nick O'Brien? Carol, Nick O'Brien would like to speak to you. Would you like to speak to him? What? What? I swear my gosh. That just came on. I just swear. That just came on by itself. That just came on by itself. This just came on by itself, guys. Right here. I'm speechless. I am so speechless right now, guys. I'm going to have to, Candy. Hold on one second. Let me get... All right, hold on. Hold on. Nick, Carol, Nick O'Brien would like to speak to you. Is Carol here? I didn't do. That was freaky. That was whack. It's Carol here. JD, thanks for being here. Can I please speak to Carol, please? We'll contact your sister here in a minute. I promise. We'll take care of that. Can I speak to Carol, please?
Hello.
Carol, Nick O'Brien would like to say hello to you. He'd like to hear. Did you get a message for him? Was that her, Nick? Was that her? Feel free to come back. You're welcome to. Yeah, that's a fly strip. Keep those fruit flies away. Carol, Nick would like to say something, like to say hello. He misses you. Do you have a message for Nick O'Brien?
No.
Nick O'Brien. Do you want to say anything to your son? You don't want to say anything to your son? After what? After what? Right back, old crow. Carol, you don't want to speak to your son?
What?
Nick O'Brien will have to hear from you. Carol, are you upset about something? Y'all make sure you share this broadcast out. Smash that like button and share it out, please, if you have not done it. What's wrong, Carol? You talk to us. Are you upset over something? Yes, some. I heard yes, some. What are you upset over? What's the matter? Yes, it's the first one I started using. What are you upset over? Leave me. Leave me. You want me to leave you, or you? Are you trying to tell us someone left you or something? What happened? Mamamoo, are you still here? All right, Carol, we're going to let you rest. If you've been in the spirit world, please stay in the spirit world. Don't come out. Mamamoo, why was she upset? What's going on? You can share with us. We're family here. She was upset. You can talk to us. You know you can. Been here long enough to realize that. Why is your mom upset? I've found 2 spirits did not want to talk to family, and she's the second one. The first case we did, ladies and gentlemen, we did with JD, I think that's right. Contact her grandfather. Got some valuable information. And Mamamo's mom. But like I said, that is a second spirit. And you all know this. Lipstick came in to try to communicate with her real father, and he did not want to talk to her. Do you all remember that? I see. We are all supposed to stick together. She said when she passed, and meaning me, my sister, and my brothers, we don't talk anymore. Who all remembers when I was helping Lipstick contact her real father? Who all remembers that? And he was upset. He didn't want to talk to her. And she's upset because they're no longer speaking to each other. That's heartbreaking right there, guys. Minimal, if there's anything that we can do for you, we're here to help you in any way, shape, or form by communicating with your mother some other time when you're ready again. We're not going to let you down. All right, Van. So we're going to work on Van. I wish I knew how to pronounce your name. You're very welcome. But I wish some way, somehow, you all could have grant your mama's wish. But things do happen. Okay, I want to try to pronounce your name. Give me 1 second.
Mariska van Bunder in Amsterdam.
Is your name is that your real name? Van?
Mariska van Bunder in Amsterdam.
Mariska
Mariska van Bunder
Mariska.
in Amsterdam.
Mariska, is that your real name? Yes. Mariska van
Mariska van Bunder in Amsterdam.
Mariska van
Mariska van Bunder in Amsterdam.
Mariska. All right, let me get this rolling. That was freaky. That speaker came on by itself. That was insane. I don't know what you're saying to me, Stoney, but if you're cussing me out, I'm sorry for whatever I did. I promise you, I'll never cuss you. I'll never be mean. I'll be good. I still love you.
Mariska van Bunder in Amsterdam.
Mariska. All right, here we go, guys. Rose, your sister Mariska is trying to reach you. Are you out there? Did I hear yeah? Rose, was that you? Mariska's trying to reach you. Rose? Rose, Mariska's trying to reach you. Are you here, Rose? Rose?
It's like
Mariska misses you. I'm an idiot. I'm an ass now. What's wrong, Rose? Why are you crying? Rose, come forward and talk to us. Why are you crying? Antonio, what's going on, bro? Rose, come forward and talk to Mariska and tell her why you're crying. We're still here, Rose. What's wrong, Rose? Why are you crying? Are you still here, Rose? We're not going to harm you. Come to this device and talk to us.
Sir.
Yes.
Over.
I heard sir. What's the matter, Rose? Mariska's here. She's listening. Do you want to tell her anything? Rose, you can talk in Dutch if you want to. Mariska says you can talk in Dutch if you want to. You still there, Rose? Keep trying. Don't give up, Rose. Come on. You got this. She's right here. She's listening. Feel free to communicate with her. Come on. She's right here. She's listening to you.
Right.
The radio, I got the show shut down. Tell your sister in Dutch a message what you want to give her. D-Town Paranormal, what's going on? It's good to have you. Make sure you all smash that like button and share the stream out, please.
Yep. Testing.
Mitchell, I'm right here. My name is Mitchell. Last name's Mitchell.
And got it.
Manimal, I need you to watch your mouth, please. I know you probably heard on the thing, but please don't do that.
Yeah,
You'll make Mama Hen mad. And I'm going to duck when she starts throwing things. Just letting you know. Mama hen don't like foul language. It's okay, man. No, we're not opening hosts for no demons.
With salt.
She's talking. I sound like she's talking to us. Doing good. How are you all? It's good to see you all.
Strange.
Stranger. Warning. Everybody heard that the stream was going to stay on your stream, right? It's going to stay right here. It's going to go across social media. It will go across social media. Hold on a minute. Let me do something here. Hold on a minute. Let her finish. Let me get this up. Hold on a minute. We're opening the phone lines up here in a minute, guys. Bear with me 1 second. Pants. Yeah, I got my feet on my pants. One second. Water.
Rattle.
Scared. What are you scared of? What are you scared of?
That's it. Specific.
Okay, I gotta sit up now. I'm getting ready to end this. All right, so okay. All right, so are you still talking to her? Are you done talking to her? You mean I can stop right now? Just let me know. Because we're going to open the lines back up for people to call in to tell their paranormal stories. I don't want to shut it off, and just let me know. We have somebody waiting to call in. Mariska, are you ready to move on? Let me know. All right, if you're in the spirit world, please stay in the spirit world. Please do not come out. Thank you for communicating with your sister there, Rose, to Mariska. Have a good night. All right, guys, so hold on 1 second. Let me get something real quick. 1 second. We'll turn this off. All I gotta do is get this set up. I gotta grab my wire real quick. Plug this through here. All right, hold on, right back. Itchy. Itchy, itchy, itchy. Pretty itchy. All right, guys, sorry about that. I am back. We're getting ready to open up the phone lines now, and we're going to have some stories come back in. If you wanted to share any more paranormal stories, we will not be doing no more EVP lives. But you're welcome to call in, and share your story. Now, I am going to put a link in the chat where you can actually go listen. Go listen to the radio show. It will be sharing the chats. Oh, pardon me. I get the hiccups. Pardon me. So, Mariska, God bless your heart. God bless you. I'm glad I was able to do that. All right, so we're going to go ahead and go live. Creating. I'm going to be calling back into the radio show. Mods, you still got that number? Please share it out.
To start your show now, press 1. Your show is scheduled to start in 27 seconds.
Let me see if I can find that. Let me see if I can find that. Oh, come on.
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right.
Talk Radio.
All right, mods, I'm going to need your help. Need all the mods I can get to help share this out. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. There's a number. What is your paranormal stories? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning back in to the Mitchell Family Reality Show TV radio show. We're glad to have you back. It's good to have you here. We're going to be sharing some more paranormal stories. Feel free to share out, my mods share out in the chat to help out a little bit here. I appreciate it. So we're going to have a caller call in. Right now we have a caller on queue. Here we go. Area code 251. Thanks for calling the Mitchell Family Reality Show TV radio show. Do you have a paranormal story?
Yes, this is B-Town Paranormal. We were just in your live stream.
Hey, welcome, guys.
Quite a few.
Feel free to share. That's what we're here for. Let me turn my big speaker on so it can be heard louder. So I can put this up on the thing. Bear with me 1 second. All right. Here we go. All right, guys, go ahead.
One of those we did an investigation at Red Eagle in Alabama. We did about 2 different investigations up there, and every time we went up there, either the K2 was spiking red, or either me or my wife or the other lead investigator John was getting touched, and we kept seeing shadows running between, because behind the 2 graves there's 2 little bunch of trees. We kept seeing black shadows running back and forth.
We got an EVP stating that we won't go far, and at that time we were leaving, and the car almost died. Right when we were playing back to EVP, and it said you won't go far, and the car really almost died out whenever that EVP came through. Not to mention that was a Chief Red Eagle. We were hearing
drums playing,
drum beats, a Native American drums, and we kept feeling a presence face to face with us. I mean, you could feel them breathing in your face.
That's crazy.
Oh yeah, we got plenty.
Please feel free to share. This is what this is all about.
I'm sorry, what?
Feel free to share. This is what it's all about. Go ahead and share with us.
It's hard to get into, but we see it as when you're touched or pushed, it's the spirit has chosen you to interact with.
Yeah, it's almost an honor because it's not every day that someone gets to see a spirit or speak to one or even be touched or have some type of contact with the spirit.
We've been doing this for 1 year, and we've only seen 3 eye to eye.
Yeah, and then but the rest of them, we be in a shadow darting across between a tree to another tree, or or different. You see one out of your peripheral vision, but to actually to be touched it's a whole different feeling from actually witnessing it or talking about or hearing someone say, "Oh yeah, well I've been touched," but when you actually have made contact with an actual spirit, it's a feeling that you don't forget.
It's scary. Like, David was the most serious one I think I've ever encountered. I guess it was a child. I guess he was playful, but he had ran up behind me and shoved me so hard to where I almost fell, like, face in the dirt. But we got a Class A EVP right behind that of him laughing. So I guess he was a child trying to play, but I was almost shoved to the ground. I mean, he hit me hard.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. That's.
I had to see, I had like scratches on my back afterwards.
Yeah. And personally, for me, the first time I was ever, I could say touched, we was at Main Street Cemetery here in Indianapolis, Indiana. I was doing a K2 session, and when I had the K2, it kept bleeping orange and then it bleeped red, but the whole entire time I felt something it was grabbing my arm. Like it was letting me know, hey, I am here. Just because you can see me on the K2, I'm going to let you feel that I'm here. And both of my arms, dude, I couldn't move them.
And you had that big shock of electricity through your stomach.
Yeah.
We've had some things that's made us real sick.
And really, we've had some experiences that really made us second guess, if we wanted to keep doing it. But I guess for me to have an experience that strong, it only makes me want to continue this and makes me want to find out more about it, because it seems like every time you hear an EVP or a voice, or you've been touched or scratched, and yeah, it scares you, but in a way it makes you want to continue to do it, to find more, to find out why they're doing it, and stuff like that.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just now tuning in to the Mitchell Family Reality Show TV radio show, or if you're just now coming into the chat on the Mitchell Family Reality Show TV on YouTube.com, these are actually paranormal investigators that go out in the field and do a lot of paranormal investigations. They have experienced some very interesting things in their life by doing paranormal investigations in their life, and they're sharing their stories right now. If you're just now tuning in, they're sharing the stories right now of what they have experienced in life and what they have seen in life as a paranormal investigator. Go ahead, guys. Continue.
What would be the next one? Hell's Gate. Hell's Gate was a real one that, like, we refused to go back to Hell's Gate. We dodged a bullet on that one. Because Hell's Gate, there was a lot of occult rituals happening there. So therefore, it opened up a demonic portal.
Opened up a gate that we found out about earlier from a really good medium friend of ours, that he basically sit there and said that the next time we go back, they'll be waiting for us. And I asked her, what do you mean they'll be waiting for us? She said, next time you guys go back, you guys won't get out of there lucky.
Yeah, we were there, and we were supposed to go into the tunnel and park your car, and we did so. But even that, we were seeing dark, like, unhuman figures. We were trying to hit our window hard.
And then they say you're supposed to flash your high beam 3 times, honk your horn twice, and then go into the middle of the tunnel, shut your car off completely, take the keys out of the ignition, and just sit there with no lights on, nothing. You're supposed to sit there for 7 minutes, and the whole 7 minutes while you're in there, you're supposed to hear knocking, voices, and you're supposed to hear a train go over the train because it's an abandoned train track. There's not supposed to be a train that runs over that train track. Well, it hit 12 o'clock at night, and we could clearly hear a train going over the bridge. And then that whole entire, like that 7 minutes, you're supposed to sit in there, it felt like 7 hours. Because it's just like as soon as you went in there, you shut your car off, it's just like time, like literally came to a standstill. And we had figures walking up and away from the car. We were hearing knocking on the windows, and at one point, I actually started feeling the car started to shake, and I asked everybody in the car, did any of you guys move? I don't care if you guys moved an inch. And they sit there and said, no, nobody was moving. We all sat perfectly still, and the car started shaking. And at that point, when the car started shaking, at this point, I got so scared because it's pitch black in there. So you can't see, your hand literally in front of your face. And I turned the car on and I quickly got out of it because I knew of all the occult practices that went on down there and all the rituals and stuff like that. And everything that they said would happen happened. And when the medium, who's a really good friend of ours, she said, the next time y'all go down there, you guys will not be lucky because the next time y'all go down there, you guys are gonna have some demonic entity follow you home. And when she said that, because we've had a demonic entity follow us at one point, and it's not fun by any means. It never caused no harm, but it would let you know that, hey, I am here, and you are going to pay attention to me.
Mm-hmm.
That's the dangers of doing this. I mean, we take a risk every time we step out into a paranormal place, like a haunted place. We take a huge risk, protection or not. I mean, it's taking a massive risk.
Because in past references we've heard from other people, ghosts have rules too. That's just supposed to follow. Because every time we go somewhere, or when we leave, we tell them, you are not allowed to follow us home. You have to stay here. You cannot go outside of these gates. This is your home. You stay here. And sometimes, you have that one spirit that wants to be a rebel, as I call them, and try to follow you home. But as far as, going to some of these cemeteries we go to, any haunted locations, you do take a risk of being followed. You really do. And you take a risk of having something or someone attached to you.
Wow. Let's go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, we've been doing this for about a year, and it's been pretty crazy. I mean, we get to some places that are really moderate, very easygoing, nice spirits, and then some places it's a complete game changer.
Right. Yeah, because you never know what you're going to walk into when you go out and do a paranormal investigation. You got to be very cautious.
Right. It's pretty much because, like you said, sometimes you walk into like a cemetery where everything is comfortable, and you get good feelings, and then sometimes you walk into a haunted location or a haunted cemetery where you can just feel the sadness, the animosity of, why are you here in our home? You do not belong here. And we've been told many times on some of our investigations that we have on our channel, where they say, get out. And, and when you hear a voice like that come over, there's no questioning it. It's time to go, because they may try something, to make you leave. And we've had experiences like that too, where we've had, stuff thrown at us. Like like there's one place we went to. We've had rocks thrown at us, like legit rocks being thrown to tell us, all right, it's time for you to go. And spirits are very intelligent life forms and beings. If you ask the question, can you do something or throw something? 9 times out of 10, they're going to throw it at you. They'll let you know, hey, we are here.
I've been hit with a couple of rocks.
And, when you get a rock thrown at you and it lands inches from your feet, it's not a very fun feeling.
Mm-hmm. Guys, if y'all want to call in and speak to, to B-Town Paranormal and tell them your thoughts about what you heard tonight or this morning, or you got a story you want to share with them and get their personal opinion on, please feel free to call in that number. Y'all guys stick around. We'll love to stick around if you don't care.
Yeah, okay.
See if people call in to ask you all questions, or have them call in to ask you all questions or share their thoughts. Guys,
yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, don't feel afraid to pick up that call. Pick up that phone and give them a call and talk to them on the radio show, guys. They're here. They're going to be here till the show ends. I like to keep them around because they got a lot of stories to share, and they've shared some very interesting stories. So please call in and speak to B-Town Paranormal, or tell us your paranormal story and get their advice from them and see what they think. We want to hear from you all. Always say a prayer. Always say a prayer of protection in Jesus' name. You all agree with that?
Oh yes, that's one of the biggest things that we try to do is to say a prayer.
Not only to Jesus, but to the Archangel Michael, who is a protector.
Yeah, because usually on the way to a location, whether it's me, my wife, or other 2 investigators that go with us, I say a prayer for each and every one of them to make sure you just to have that added security.
Yeah, and a prayer to the Archangel Michael. He is a protector. He is the guider and will protect you in life. It's kind of like a spiritual light around you to where no harm will come to you.
Yeah, keep yourself safe, for sure. Guys, feel free to share some more stories. We'd love to hear more.
Okay, what's another good one? The Butcher's House.
The Butcher's House was an amazing investigation. In Mobile, Alabama. The house it's a historical landmark home. The house, it dates back to the 1900s. The original owners were
he worked on a steamboat. They were just your basic normal family.
Yeah, that he had, from what the lady said, that he had hit it big in some type of trading thing. I can't.
The family haunted the house, and we had a place to actually go in there, and the house.
And the amazing thing, our lead investigator John, he's over the Alabama chapter. He had actually taken a picture he actually took a photo in one of them old oil light kerosene lamps, and in that photo, sitting in a chair behind John, there was a figure of Mr. Richards himself, because when we showed the lady the figure or the picture, she said that is indeed Mr. Richards. And then the second time we went back, we actually caught a photo of his wife. And his 2 children playing marbles in a dining room. And the amazing thing was we'd actually set up a still camera in the kids' room, and we had 4 little marbles we set in a pattern on the kid's bed. And when we came back in, if you really looked at, you know, at the placement of the marbles, we could actually tell they've been moved slightly. Unfortunately, we wasn't able to catch it on the camera.
I caught it on mine.
Oh, you caught it on yours? Okay, well, then.
Hello? Mm-hmm.
Just a lot of, you know, crazy things happen out there. Like, the voices yelling. You know, we get yelled at a lot.
Yes, sometimes when we get yelled at, it's angry yells, and sometimes when we get yelled at, it's more of like who are you, and you know, and can you see us? But we've actually got an EVP one time of a spirit saying we can see you, and then 10 minutes later asking, can you see me?
But the one that really got us at Central State was a voice that came through on the spirit box we use on my phone, and it said, "Did God forget us?"
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
Yeah, and that kind of makes you, it doesn't shake your face, but it kind of makes you wonder, were they forgotten, or has it just not came their time to cross over yet?
Right. Have y'all ever had the experience of other spirits contacting you all, like this out of the blue, that's trying to reach out to somebody to help them?
Yes.
Yeah. We were actually at a cemetery. And the name, I can't release the name due to the family who's buried out there. The family members that are still alive to this day. They gave us the permission to go out there, but we can't release the name. But we were out there and we asked, is there anybody here that wants to communicate with us, to tell us, do you have any final messages that you would like us to tell somebody? And one of the guys that we had going with us, he was actually the son of the father recently passed, and amazingly enough, his father sat there and told him, "Son, I'm okay."
He reached out to us to
let his son know, because his son was going through a real, his father had passed away 2 years prior to us being out there, and we did a spirit box session with his son, and his son asked, "Dad, are you here?" And it came back through, "I'm okay." And when that came through, you could just see a huge sigh of relief on his son's face, and his son actually started tearing up, because he knew in fact it was his father coming through to him.
My mom reaches out to me a lot. Like, I've had a few mediums tell me she's here, and she does reach out to us a lot. I mean, she don't want to move on because she wants to be here. She wants to be with her grandchild, and like she'll reach out in little ways. You know, she'll knock something over, or
certain smells that
Or make our kids' toys start singing randomly.
And one reason why we really know it's her, because two reasons, actually, I'm sorry. One, I don't have a coffee pot in this home. And our neighbors, they don't have a coffee pot.
Here it is.
Oh, yeah, that's what they do. But she always drank a certain type of coffee, and you know, after being around for so long, you get to know that scent and that smell. And there'd be sometimes in the morning I'll be going to work and I'll smell that particular smell, and I'll sit there and say, all right, Mama, I know you're here and we love you. And
what about Andrew? There's a spirit in our house years ago that had died in a fire and he couldn't move on, and we actually had our medium friend Angela on video chat, and he reached out to us saying, I can't find the light. I'm afraid I will be judged. And we, he helped us move him on, like he moved on to the other side. And like, as soon as that happened, it just felt like a huge, like, presence was lifted out of the air. It just felt like everything was still and everything was calm.
Oh, wow.
To have that happen, like, we personally never experienced a spirit moving on, and that was an experience I will never forget. I mean, it was a really emotional experience. Like, yeah, I mean, it was almost like tearing up with relief.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I'm telling you. Like, when I did a live EVP, you know, there's a guy brought a conversation. You got to be careful with EVP, like doing live EVPs or just doing EVPs completely, because it can be dangerous. Tell us about that.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why we made the decision not to do that anymore.
When we were actually living in Alabama, the apartment complex that we had it's like a studio type complex where they had them set up. But we actually found out through one of our neighbors and doing some digging of our own, we had found out an older man had passed away in the apartment. I think that's a year before we moved in. And nobody, you know, told us when we moved in. I'm sure, you know, it's not their priority because they don't want to lose a tenant. Well, we moved in and we started noticing stuff happening. My son's bedroom light would come on at all, like at random times at night. They'd come on at like 3 o'clock in the morning or you know, whatever. Well, we asked one of the neighbors, you know, discreetly, has anything ever happened in this apartment as far as like someone dying or anything like that? She's like, yeah, there was an 80-something-year-old man who passed away in the upstairs, the second floor. And well, one thing that we've always never done is do an EVP or do any type of investigation in our home.
Well, that, and we actually got,
we actually when we because this is, you know, we were still starting out and we didn't really know how to do it. Well, we asked, you know, can you show yourself or can you let us know you're here? Well, we got more than what we bargained for.
The doorway, and because we had, 2 or 3 spirits follow us home.
And then we went to a cemetery, an old Confederate cemetery.
No, it's an old kind of Blakely.
90 seconds.
What I actually found out was buried out in that cemetery, and I think a few of them did follow us home because it was never harmful. It was just, hey, I'm going to knock this picture off the wall. Look at me.
And it got to the point where it started getting really, really aggravating because it just be, you know, we could be downstairs and for whatever reason, you know, we'd hear our bedroom door shut. There's nobody up there. There should be no reason why that door should shut, and it would shut. That day forward, we told us we will never ever do another in-home investigation. Well, our neighbors, and we moved again. Our neighbors, we live in a double. Well, our neighbors started having some stuff happen, you know, like little noises and bangs and stuff like that. Well, we did an investigation on our neighbor's side, and we found out that we actually have a spirit of an older gentleman.
Very negative.
He's a very angry spirit, that his ashes were spread on the property that the house was built on, because the original owner, the house burnt down. Well, they rebuilt it, and then when he got out, they spread his ashes on the soil. Well, when the house burnt down, they rebuilt it, and I guess they disturbed the ashes, and now on my neighbor's side,
he's very angry.
He's a very angry spirit, and we actually have a priest that's supposed to come out tomorrow to bless our side and their side to try to get rid of this angry spirit.
Well, let's put them at rest. But
yeah.
I feel it sometimes, and having a medium is always great because she can tell the stories that you don't know.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, the only reason he is not coming and affecting us, he is low lane. It's called a low lane demonic energy. He is borderline demonic right now, and the only thing keeping him at bay is my mother protecting our side and our neighbor's great-great-grandfather protecting his, and they're kind of keeping him in the basement at bay. But the priest can't come quick enough because I'm noticing more and more, bangs, knocks and weird things that I know shouldn't be my mother.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
And that's the dangers of, that's the dangers of moving into a house. Always make sure you know the history before you move in, because we didn't know that.
And we were too careless to really, look up the
information.
The information, almost like a Carfax. When you go and buy a used car, you ask for the Carfax. Well,
show me the ghost facts.
Or show me, the house facts, and really research the home, the property, what was there previous to the house being built. Just these little steps like that can really save you either a happy life, or you may get a surprise of.
Because we've had a demonic energy in one of the houses we lived in, and it terrified me in my sleep. Like, he would attack me in my sleep, and then he possessed Brad, which is my husband. He would possess him, and I would wake up getting almost choked, and he wouldn't remember anything. I would, this was a full-on demonic energy, and we couldn't handle it. We had to pack up and move.
Oh, wow. You know what I like to do? I like to sit you all up sometime to come back over on the Mitchell Family Reality Show TV, the radio show, and on YouTube.com. I like to sit you all up to come on our talk show to interview you all. I would. That would be a good interview if y'all be interested.
That sounds amazing. We would love to do it. Just let us know when you would like to do it, and we will set up a day and a time, because this is really, this is one of our, I think this is one of our very first interviews, or a show like this.
Well, basically, this one here, this is actually a conversation, because where you all have the experience, and this is paranormal talk tonight, but the interview, it can take, it depends how much fun we have, but this is actually paranormal talk, and that's why I invited people to come on to tell their stories. And this was requested by one of the family members in the chat, Julie. She requested to have this done again, so I grant her a wish, and I shout out to Julie for it, But yeah, we would love to have you. We would love to have you come on. You all know how to check the messages on YouTube?
Your personal messages?
Well, I seen your message on YouTube. Would you know how to check it?
I think so. It should be in the discussion part of YouTube.
When you go to your page, okay, your YouTube page, or you go to the home page of YouTube, you've got a circle on the right-hand side with your picture on it.
Yeah.
You click on that picture, on that circle, and then the page, and you take it to Creator Studios, and then it'll change the page, and you see community, and you click on community, and you'll see your comments on your videos. And underneath comments, you click on messages, and then it'll change again, and you'll see, yep. So
Yeah, I know how to do that.
I'm going to send you a message with the date and time. You will call back on this number when we do this, okay? What happens, you all will call in on this number too, but you'll also be live on YouTube on Hangouts with me, personally with me. And but you all be live on Hangouts, y'all be live on the radio show. And when people call in, ask you questions, because we have 30 minutes on the radio show, and when people call in and ask you questions, then you just go from there, and we'll just basically ask you simple questions from before you became a YouTuber, before anything. But with just basic, simple questions before anything happened. So we'll discuss that. But I will send you a message with the time and date. Usually, are you all available around lunchtime during the weekday?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I will set a day up because I usually do it on the weekdays, and I will set a time and date up. Make sure I got to look at my calendar because my kids have doctor's appointments, because I've got one has asthma real bad. So, and I will set a time and date up, and I'll send a message. Just keep your eye on your messages on YouTube, and I'll send you a time and date. And I also will resend this phone number for the radio show for you too, so we can interview you all.
Okay, yeah, that sounds great.
That sounds amazing. Thank you for the opportunity.
No, you're welcome. You're welcome. Everybody loves the talk show for sure, and everybody loves the paranormal talk and the live EVPs that we do here. So, anyways, you're welcome to share more. You're welcome to share more of your.
Oh, yeah, on the interview, we'll
share more.
Actually pull up some pictures we call it.
Well, if you have videos that is not copyrighted, I would love to use some of them videos on the interview.
Yeah, I'll send you some of our videos, because we investigate every Saturday, and I'm always have an investigation up probably by Sunday.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'll send you some of our investigation videos, some of our best ones.
Okay. And then we'll ask questions about that one.
Or I'll comment the link and you can download them.
When you send them to me. When I send you the message, you can copy the link and send it to me too, and tell me what video is what and where was it at. Okay, so I can go from there.
Okay.
Is that cool?
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, that's great.
All right. So do you all want to share one more story with us?
Yeah. Let me see.
What's a good one?
What's
one of the?
I say Main Street. But Main Street.
Yeah, Main Street.
We had actually went to Main Street Cemetery 3 times. It's here in Indianapolis, Indiana, and I think it's in Anderson, Indiana. The story about this place, it goes. This place goes back quite a many years. There was a husband and a wife. The man had, I think, caught his wife cheating or doing something like that.
She did something, but he took her up there and hung her.
And the story goes that he had took her up there and hung her from a tree. And I'm about to get a little bit graphic, so if there are any younger viewers, you may want to turn your ears away. And he proceeded to shoot her in the head with a compound bow or a bow and arrow. But when we went up there for the investigation,
that's not only it. There would hold satanic rituals there in the 80s. They would dig up the bodies and use the bones for ritual, and then just leave them laying around. It was horrible, and they finally cut down on that. But the activity up there is almost terrifying.
Because the first time we ever went up there, it was just me and my wife. it was probably about 11:30, 12 o'clock at night, and we got up there, and driving to the place, before you turn down this dirt gravel road, everything's fine, but as soon as you turn off onto that road, it's just like everything just stops. You really start to feel the anxiety, the sadness of the place. And when we got there, we heard a bunch of other paranormal investigators. They refused to go out there at night, and everybody would go out there during the day. Well, I think we were one of the first paranormal teams to actually go out there at night. Well, when we first got there, we found out why nobody would go out there at night. And we used a spirit box, and the first thing we caught was, we asked, "Is there anybody here? Can you speak to us?" And what came across as an answer was possession, and then it said demon.
And it said UBITCH. I mean, it was not
It was not a very happy spirit at all. Well, we proceeded to start, asking more questions, and the more questions we asked, the answers we would get would be more and more dark, and to the point where it said, "Get out, die."
Yep.
And well, when it told us get out or die, we packed up our gear, we jumped in the car, and we were out of there like a bat out of hell.
Somebody said there was a girl. Somebody said that they knew a girl that where you was talking about, with that place that where you from. Somebody said they knew a girl that died out that way, and she was murdered.
Oh no!
They tied her to a tree and shot her with an arrow.
What?
The same, she got shot with an arrow.
Oh my God!
She was tied to a tree and shot with an arrow.
I don't know if that was recent.
Yeah, because
I don't know if that story was recent, but that's kind of
the same.
Interesting.
Because that was because the man who shot his wife, that happened back in, I think, like the 1800s.
Yeah, like 1800s.
Yeah.
To hear that happen again is really
disturbing.
Yeah.
But actually, we haven't been back out to that cemetery since then. Because the second time we went,
we had the four of us.
The second time it was just me and you again.
Well, that's always just then we all got sick.
And the second time me and my wife went, we were out there for literally no more than 30 minutes. And the 30 minutes that we were out there, we did not leave that car. We got out of the car, walked to the back of our SUV, and we literally set our butts on the back of the SUV
and because it just felt like someone was staring us to make
because when we first got there, I rolled the windows down to listen to see if I could hear anything. While I was hearing footsteps walk up the side of the car. And I honestly thought, there was somebody out there because after 10 o'clock, it's against the law to be out there because of what used to go on out there. So we called the county sheriff. They came out and did a sweep for us, and we was telling them, what all was going on. And
a dark shadow right across the road.
And the sheriff had actually sit there and told us, "You guys are brave for even being out here." And when we asked him why, he sit there and said, "Because we've had other calls that come from the cemetery of people hearing the same thing that you guys are. But when they were out here, we took two of them to jail because they were out here doing stuff that they weren't supposed to do." And when we asked him what that might have been, he said, "We can't discuss that because it's still an open case." Ooh. But whatever they did, he couldn't talk about it, so we just left it as that. And he did he had his spotlight shining and did his thing, and then he left. Well, after he left, we got back out of the car, and as soon as we got out of that car, you could feel a real heavy and deep negative presence, to the point where that next day I had gotten sick, and I was I made best friends with the toilet, because it physically just made me sick to the point where if I ate something, I couldn't, I felt like I had the flu, but it wasn't the flu, because it hit me so fast, and it stayed with me for about 2 days. Now, I don't know if that was a possession or if it was something else, but I know personally, if I had to go walk to go.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio.
We'll get disconnected, guys. They come back in the chat, let them know that the radio station cut them off because it ended. I do apologize. I don't know why I pulled that out. So if they do come back in the chat, please tell them that the radio station did cut them off, and I do apologize. So that's some very interesting stories there for sure, and we're going to bring them on the talk show, and they're going to share more with us for sure. Guys, it's been a very, very interesting night. No, we got the radio show ended. It cut off by itself. That's what it does when it says thank you for using Blog Talk Radio, when it cuts you all off. So we do apologize for that, but we will bring you back on to do an interview on the talk show for sure. We appreciate you being on the radio show. It was a pleasure to have you for sure. Oh, excuse me. That was unexpected. Sorry about that, guys. Let's see. But you know what? B-Town, you still in the chat? Thank you, Old Crow. B-Town, are you still here? You know what, B-Town? Thank you, Stoney. Thank you, everybody. We would invite you personally, you and your crew to pack up and come straight to West Virginia, and I will take you straight to the town where Mothman was spotted at. And that's the invitation to West Virginia. That's the invitation to where I'm at. Hey, Susie Q. Susie Q. Will you take the invite? Can you make your way down here? Just let me know. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Mitchell Family Reality Show TV. Susie Q. Well, anytime you're ready to pack up and head this way, there's always a replay. Anytime you're ready to pack up and head this way, feel free. Feel free to come this way. That's a tour. That is a tour to West Virginia. Jody, there is from earlier tonight for the first show. And this last radio show we did. First show. And here's the other one. There you go. There's 2 links in there from the first radio show from tonight and the second one. Hello, welcome, Cal. It's good to have you. Okay. Like I said, I'll take you to the town with the Mothman. The town, the Mothman. The legendary town of Point Pleasant, West Virginia. My connection didn't drop. Thank you, Beth. I'm trying to get Sister Q to answer me. She's not answering me. Susie. Susie must be stoned out of her mind with the medications. Or she's not paying attention. Boom! I had to get Susie. I bet you all of y'all jumped. I had to get Susie. Did you jump? Jump scared live. That's right. You freaking scared me. You freaking scared me. For real, my cat funny guys. You already made me throw my phone across the room. I would love to seen that, Susie. I think she is. I think she is, Oak Crow. She's intoxicated on you. She's not pasting nothing. Yep, I believe she is, Tony. Oh Lordy. I made an Amsterdam's cat jump a while ago. Just by doing that. She said her cat jumps. Oh Lordy. Chuck must have been playing his game again. It's all good. B-Town Paranormal. Anytime, you're welcome to be here. We're family. We stick together as family. You're welcome. I had to go see something. I am really going to get really sidetracked here in a minute. Yes. One really jumped on the laptop. And had his ears perked up real big too, I'm sure. Let's see. I have to go read something. Oh. I have to go. Oh, heck. Oh, man. Oh, Lord. Guys, you got to go back and check out the video. Remember the live stream I did today? I did a lot yesterday, guys. Excuse me. Remember the live stream I did earlier today, yesterday, guys, with the inspiring video, the live stream? Well, there's some comments on there. You all need to go read them and stand up. I am tired. I am here in a few minutes. Guys, there's a video I did yesterday. It's called Inspiring Happiness. That's the title. It's called Inspiring Happiness. Please go read the comments on the video. Seriously. Yes. There's a young lady on there, and we're not talking about Stoney. Another young lady, her name is Shannon. She's been a bully towards me, towards my family, and towards our channel. Stoney did step in and make a comment. And I want the rest of the family members to jump in there and do something about it. And I nibble, Stoney. I don't bite, I nibble. Go back. This Shannon girl has been a bully towards me and my family and towards our channel. No, don't report her. Don't report her. Don't report her. Just stand up for your family. That's all you gotta do. Yeah, don't report her. Just stand up for your family. Just stand up for your family. That's all I'm saying. Don't report the woman. When she sees there's the support that we have from people, when she sees the support that we have from people, just by commenting back and let her know she don't mess with our family. But leave a comment against towards the bully. Because I want the bully here for a reason. I talk about this all the time. We're going to show her and we're going to change her. And she'll be no longer a bully time we get done with her. This is what I talk about on here. This is what I'm talking about on here, guys. Okay, about bullies. Now we're going to take a bully and turn it in from a bully to not a bully. So, hey Susie Q, I'm in West Virginia, just to let you know. Don't report her. Just show your support to the Mitchell Family Reality Show TV. That's all I say. That's what we're here about. That's what we're here for. We're here to make a change, and we're here to make a change. That's funny. You're very welcome, Amsterdam. Cockle doodle doo. Cockle doodle doo. Oh Lord. Yeah, remember, she's in Amsterdam. All right, ladies and gentlemen. If you was on the stream or not, please go back and watch the replay. I want each and every one of you all that watches the replay to keep an eye on the comments, because we may have a bully that comes through and attack us again. So I asked each and one of you family members that watches the replay, if you was here on the stream or not, we may have a bully that attack us again. Watch the comment. Don't report her. Let's make a difference. Let's make a change in her. Let's bring her self-esteem from low up to high, which it needs to be. Make sure you go back and leave an awesome comment, an awesome like. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you have not, so you can join our family. And if you have subscribed, we want to say thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being thanks for being here, and thanks for being part of our life. But understand, you're not a subscriber. You're not a viewer. You're not a watcher. And you're not a subscription. You're family now. So welcome to the Mitchell Family Reality Show TV's family. Welcome to our family. If you've been here for a while, we want to say thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of our life, part of our family. We appreciate each and every one of y'all that's been here. We love each and every one of you all. Y'all is awesome. Don't let nobody tell you different. Also, ladies and gentlemen, I express this so much. I really do, and I'm trying to express as much as I can. There's some links in the description, guys. There's our social medias. Please follow us on our social medias so you don't miss out on anything. Please follow us on all of our social medias. The links are at the top. From our Twitter, Instagram, our Facebook page, and our group that we create for you all. Also, ladies and gentlemen, we have a Patreon account. We really like for you all to go check that out. And also, we get a PayPal account. If you're able and willing to donate to the PayPal, it's acceptable and appreciated. And it goes back into the Mitchell Family Reality Show TV's channel. And towards any tour that we take, we can be coming to your town, your state. You just never know. If we start getting donations and get support from when we get donations that supports the channel, that supports us. And when you start donating, we can end up in your town. And that's the truth. We could. We can end up in your state. You can you can have a meet and greet with us in public. And we can do some paranormal investigations together. Or we can just have a chat. Maybe a soda. Maybe lunch or dinner together in public. Maybe you can feature on the next video, pre-recorded video if we get the chance to come to your state. When we get the chance, we get the opportunity, but we gotta get the funds for it. That's why we say, if you're able and capable to donate to the PayPal, it does help to go back into the channel. You know, if you hit that $sign and in the super chat, if it's $20, $50, that $20 or $50, we lose 30% of that $20, $50. But if you donate it into PayPal, we don't lose nothing. We got the whole 100% wherever you donate it. And it'll go straight back in the channel. I know in June and July, we're going to Ohio. on tour, and I want to go in about a month or two to North Carolina. And if you all donate to the PayPal, like I said, it is acceptable and appreciate it. That would help with that tour to North Carolina. Also, underneath the PayPal link, guys, there is. Feel free to get you some merchandise. Check them out. You may find something that you like in their store. We got pillows. We got T-shirts. We got hoodie sweaters. Long sleeve sweaters. We got coffee mugs, stickers, accessory stuff like iPhone covers. We got mom tote bags. We got flags. We got posters. We got canvases. Imagine hanging up the Mitchell Family Reality Show TV on your wall, a flag of us, or a poster of us. Come on, guys. Support us. Help us so we can do this tour or do some tours for you all and take this on the road, this live stream on the road, and a live stream from a motel. And I can do the radio show on the road too. Help us. Support this channel. You're supporting it by being here, by hitting the like button, by sharing out. That's awesome. But please support the channel so we can go back on the road. I'm 41 years old. I don't know when I'm going to die. But I want to get out here and travel. I really do. And bring you awesome content. And that's the truth. Please support us by hitting that PayPal link and donate to our PayPal. You know, if it's $1, if it's $2, if it's $10, $20, whatever you can do, just support us. It's not that hard. And then you get to see awesome content. It's like I got it right here on this camera right here. I've got a vlog on there from me and Sharon when me and Sharon went out on a date. That will be going up tomorrow. That's right. So, hopefully y'all will give support and help us out. Julie knows. Because you know why Julie knows? Because she has a full collection of almost a full collection. Not a complete full collection, but she almost has a full collection of our merchandise. And that's the truth. And there's one of my YouTube brothers, his name is Top Gun. He has one of the hoodie sweaters. And he wears it on his videos to show it off, or he wears it in public and people ask him, who's that your family? Nope, that's a YouTube family that I support. You should go check them out. And that's awesome. All right, guys. So as I always say, let's see who watches this video. Let's see who watches this replay. Let's see who supports us. If it's by buying merchandise or if it's to donate to the PayPal. Let's see. Let's see who wants to see us go back on the road. Let's see who wants to see us, who wants to go back. Let's see who wants to see us go back on the road and give y'all more pre-recorded content, awesome content. And see us live on the road at a motel. It can happen by you making that happen. Wait till you see what we got coming your way next.